Hello, my name is Liana Hernandez, and today I'm going to be talking about the mental toughness preparation of Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs are known to be some of the strongest people on this planet mentally just because they're able to go through and do tasks that the average individual could never do in their lifetime. There's no such thing as a typical day as a SEAL because they are always getting different things thrown at them. They don't live the average civilian lifestyle. Their life is completely different. On this next slide, I'm going to show you guys what a candidate who is not a Navy SEAL, but it is a candidate, must do in order to even qualify as a Navy SEAL. All right. So what does it take to be a Navy SEAL? These are the training stages that I just mentioned. You have the Naval Special Warfare Preparatory School, where you do basic training, basic just survival things to see if you're even capable of the program because you're still not admitted at this point. It focuses on mental toughness, physical fitness, academic topics such as do you know what you're doing, do you know what a Navy SEAL is, and basic things like that. However, if they do not succeed, they completely fail out of the course and they can no longer move forward. The next one we have is the Naval Special Warfare Orientation. In this stage, 2 weeks are spent in California where they learn how to just do basic special operation tasks and they're able to learn how to work in a team setting. This first phase, known as basic conditioning, is 7 weeks long. They experience Hell Week, which is one of the roughest thing a Navy SEAL experiences. And through this phase, it's either a make it or break it. You barely get any sleep. It's very, very minimal. In Hell Week, you get about 4 hours of sleep within a 5.5 day time span. And then that leaves us to our last 3 phases: combat diving, land warfare training, and SEAL qualification training. All 3 of these are more of the easier parts of the course. It is when you are set to be a Navy SEAL, you learn how to survive through any type of circumstance, weather, condition, anything. So, do you think you have what it takes to be a Navy SEAL? Each year, about 1,000 recruits make it into SEAL training. However, out of the 1,000, only 250 make it through the training. So that gives you an idea of how rigorous the entire course is, how stressful mentally and physically this can be on an individual. The U.S. Navy SEAL has an operational readiness training, and it was created in 2006 by Dr. Potterat, who is the force psychologist for the U.S. Navy SEALs. He basically implemented these into the program because it is to build mental toughness, improve SEALs' operational readiness, and it also minimizes the long-term effect of stress that it can have on an individual. He basically also elaborated that not only are these readiness training for specifically the Navy SEALs, but it can be used for any other task force as well, including firefighters, police officers, anything in the tactical force. The goal and focus of this type of training is to create goal setting, arousal control, mental rehearsal, take charge of your self-talk, compartmentalization, contingency planning, focus, and concentration. So I'm going to summarize these briefly. Goal setting is taking the bigger picture and just simplifying it into smaller things that can get you to the end result a lot quicker rather than feeling overwhelmed by everything. Arousal control is used through breathing techniques, a 4x4 breathing technique, and basically it allows the stress that's built up in the body, it allows your body to relax itself through these breathing techniques. So if you're in a bad situation, you do your 4x4 breathing techniques and you're able to calm yourself down. Mental rehearsal is constantly rehearsing things over and over in your head, so when the time does come, you know exactly what to do. Taking charge of your self-talk refrains you from having any type of negative self-talk to yourself because you want to have a winner's mentality. You always want to be positive and throw positivity into the air. That way you don't have any type of no doubt in your mind that you can complete whatever task is at hand. Then we have compartmentalization, which is taking all these stressors from post-traumatic stress, from anything you've seen in the past, and just putting it in a box and putting it in the back of your head. It is not to suppress any type of feeling. It is just putting it in the back of your mind, not even thinking about it. That way you are able to move forward and get whatever is told done without feeling that stress of the other outside factors. Then we have contingency planning, which is always having a next plan. So whether plan A doesn't work, you have plan B. If plan B doesn't work, you have plan C, and so forth. And then we have focus and concentration. Focus and concentration is the ability to literally dial in and block any outside factor. You're able to know what you've seen within a 5-second span and give you a complete detailed description of the person that you've seen. So all these types of things basically are done by Navy SEALs. As you can see, it's a different type of training that not the typical individual or typical law enforcement officer usually goes by. This all can be implemented into the tactical strength and conditioning course because throughout the whole semester we've learned about these tactical areas, but majority of it had to do with the physical part. However, there's a whole mental side to it that we didn't cover, but this obviously goes over a brief summary of it for the Navy SEAL side. So aside from the physical, there's always going to be a mental side of it. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you all enjoyed it.